What's up, everybody? This is LB the Realist with Surrealistic Studios, Surreal News, where the real is surreal. So, you want to vote for Michael Bloomberg. And you say that, well, first let me take a step back. Some people want to vote for Mike Bloomberg. Other people will vote blue no matter who. Now, it's to my knowledge that Michael Bloomberg is only recently a Democrat. It's my knowledge that Michael Bloomberg used to be a Republican. And actually, he was a Republican when he implemented stop and frisk when he was the mayor of New York. So now this former Republican, former mayor of New York who implemented stop and frisk, is running on a Democratic ticket because he wants to defeat Donald Trump, somebody who he is friends with. So this guy, Michael Bloomberg, he's been accused by over 60 women of, sexual misconduct or sexual harassment, or maybe even telling inappropriate jokes. Like I said before, he implemented stop and frisk back when he was the mayor of New York City, that specifically and directly targeted African Americans and Latinos simply because of the color of their skin and what area they lived in. Because to him, all the crime was in one area, and that just so happened to be the area where there was the most concentration of African American and Latino people. So that's where he sent his officers. And we all know the stats behind that. It really didn't amount to much. About 6% conviction rate, and a lot of that was non-violent drug offenses. So the guy's stop and frisk policy, a policy that he didn't start, but he continued, and he actually increased it by a large amount. So he gets a lot of credit for being a part of that whole stop and frisk movement, that criminal policy that goes against our constitutional rights as citizens of America. So this guy, Michael Bloomberg, who is friends with Donald Trump, used to be a Republican, is running as a Democrat to defeat Donald Trump because he doesn't like his policies, because he doesn't agree with Donald Trump's tweets. I'm confused as to why Michael Bloomberg is actually running, because he says it's to defeat Donald Trump, but he used to be a Republican. He implemented stop and frisk and only recently came out and apologized for it because he's running for president. And again, this is Donald Trump's friend. Michael Bloomberg is a billionaire worth, $60 billion that we know of? Spent millions of dollars in this race already, in Super Tuesday states. You can't go anywhere without hearing a fucking Michael Bloomberg ad or commercial. You get into your car, you hear it on the radio, you watch TV, you hear it, the ads pop up on YouTube. So this guy, Mr. Michael Bloomberg, who's running as a Democrat but used to be a Republican, who wants to defeat Donald Trump. This guy is actually paying YouTubers and vloggers and basically anybody he can to campaign for him and to speak good on his name, to go out and stump for him. And there's been reports of people on the ground campaigning for Mike Bloomberg who actually really don't even believe in Mike Bloomberg. They're just getting a check. And let me just say that to those people, I don't fault you. I don't fault you at all, because I know it's hard out here. It's hard out here, especially in San Diego. Lord knows it is hard out here. I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment and I'm paying $1,560, which will go up in a little bit here. It's supposed to go up like $100. So I know how hard it is. I don't blame you for accepting that money, even though your heart is truly with another candidate, probably Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, someone else other than Bloomberg. I understand. I don't fault you. I don't hate you. I don't hate these people. These are people that are doing what they have to do because they're hungry. They're starving and they don't have much, and this is their opportunity. A man who's just throwing millions of dollars around like nothing so he could win in the Democratic primary, even though he used to be a Republican that implemented stop and frisk. So I keep repeating these things because it seems as though not enough people are truly understanding it. Because even though there's some people that Michael Bloomberg is paying to support him and their hearts are truly not in it, there are some individuals out there who actually believe that Michael Bloomberg is the answer to defeating Donald Trump. Let me just say this. If you elect Michael Bloomberg and you're one of these people that say, I vote blue no matter who, and I will support anybody on the Democratic ticket against Donald Trump, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because number one, no, Michael Bloomberg is not going to defeat Donald Trump. You don't fight evil with more evil. And I don't know Michael Bloomberg. I don't know Donald Trump. So when I'm saying these things, I'm saying these things as a spectator who's seeing all of their words, seeing their tweets, seeing their actions, seeing what they implemented in their careers, in their lives. And this really would be evil versus evil. I'm saying for all of those people who say you're going to vote blue no matter who, because you want to get rid of Donald Trump so badly, I want you to ask yourselves a question. What is it about Donald Trump that you don't like, that you can't stand being in the presidency, but you can somehow stand a Michael Bloomberg presidency? How much more of a difference is there between Donald Trump and Michael Bloomberg? And let me raise another point. Don't be so quick to think that black people, that African American people or brown people are truly terrified of a Donald Trump president. Yes, it may be uncomfortable. It may not be what we want at this present moment in time. It may even be a bad thing. But it's not going to fundamentally change the lives of everyday citizens all that much in regards to what we've already been facing. I'm not trying to downplay anything that Donald Trump has done and any of the policies that he has implemented, such as the Muslim ban and this whole the border wall situation and his rhetoric and his actions towards immigrants. I'm not saying that that's nothing. I'm just saying that if you think the answer is putting up Michael Bloomberg and propping him up to defeat Donald Trump, I think you need to reevaluate the situation. You can't replace Donald Trump with a worse Donald Trump, or even a slightly worse Donald Trump, because a polished turd is still a piece of shit. I want you to really think about this. Really dig deep in your souls and your hearts and ask yourselves, am I making the right decision for not only myself, but for the rest of the country? Is a Michael Bloomberg presidency worth it to defeat Donald Trump? Mind you, he's been in office for 3 years now. He's done some bullshit. He's appointed a lot of sketchy individuals, to say the least. But I don't think that us electing Michael Bloomberg as a Democratic nominee to go up against Donald Trump with the momentum and the energy and the movement, the crowd sizes, the love affair for Donald Trump, with all of that, I don't think it's the wisest decision to nominate Michael Bloomberg, someone who's he's not that much better than Donald Trump. In fact, to a lot of people, he's probably worse, if not the same as Donald Trump. So for you, vote blue no matter who people. If you think the answer is Michael Bloomberg, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Because at this time, it's not about defeating Donald Trump because of his actions or because of what he's done. It's only about winning for you. It's about whose team are you on. It's not about getting rid of Donald Trump because he's a terrible person and a terrible president. Michael Bloomberg is a terrible person and would be a terrible president. So it's not about that anymore. It's about you. It's about your pride. It's about you being a winner and playing party politics. Well, I'm not going to play that game. I will not, and I refuse to vote blue no matter who. I will not vote blue if Michael Bloomberg is at the top of the ticket. I will not vote blue if Joe Biden is the nominee. I will not vote blue no matter who, just because you tell me to. You want my vote? You got to come and get it. And I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe the Democratic Party nothing. I don't owe the Republican Party nothing. I don't owe anybody anything. So you make your decision wisely. But let me tell you, if you think that Michael Bloomberg is the answer, there's something seriously wrong with you. Until next time, folks, remember to love, peace, and light. Like this video, share it, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right? Go Bernie. Go Revolution. Shout out Julian Assange. I'm out.